Alright lads, so today we got a surprise announcement in regards to the upcoming banner. Yesterday we did talk about the leaks that the upcoming banner was going to be a Valentine's version of Yumichika and also Rin. I wasn't expecting the announcement to happen today, and when the banner did get announced, I was at the gym, so I couldn't actually react to the characters straight away, which is why this video is getting out a tad bit later than usual. But here they are. This is our new banner, Yumichika and also Rin. I just got done watching the filler episode. It was pretty funny, and for those that aren't aware, by the way, these are based off of a filler episode, so they aren't really original designs to Brave Souls. And I did mention it in yesterday's video, if in 2025, going forward as well, Caleb want to start making filler episodes into mid-month banners, honestly, I'm all down for it. I'm really hoping no one's hating on this banner. Like, obviously, we can all agree right from the get-go, this is a pretty easy skip. Anything maybe would have been more exciting than this. I would have taken a Yoruichi, but honestly, I really can't complain about it. It's a fun little banner. It's different, to say the least. And for the most part, this is the first time Rin's playable, so like, I'm kind of excited. And by the way, Rin is a mill. I've seen a few people think Rin's a girl. This isn't a Giselle situation, like Rin is just straight up a guy. But one thing that is interesting about this banner, from the looks of it, is that it is actually premium characters. Again, since they are based off a filler episode, these technically are just anime premium characters, so they shouldn't be limited. And the banner itself is starting on the 17th, so it's out in a couple days time. While it isn't confirmed that they are premium, I believe they do have the premium artwork in the background, and I guess we'll find out officially on the 17th if they are added to the premium summons. But if anything, yeah, it looks like they are premium units, so that's kind of cool. Would this have been my guess for a Valentine's mid-month? No, but again, I'm kind of down for it. It's quite a bold choice to do a Valentine's banner with no females, I will be honest. But hey, we're here for it. We're here for it. So first up, let's look at Yumichika. Melee, normal attack damage character. All of his attacks can inflict paralysis. No paralysis plus here. It is a mid-month banner after all. Normal attack damage plus 35%, flurry plus 2 in Guild Quest, and he also does have a team party buff where speed attribute characters get 30% more damage to status afflicted enemies. That could be semi-decent. Hopefully, he maybe has a team boost here. That'd be actually really good to see. And if he's an Aaroniero killer, that's going to be really good. Let's find out. He is. So we're finally getting a new melee Aaroniero killer that is a normal attack damage character. We haven't had that in quite some time. The last character that we did get was like 2 years ago at this point with New Year's Renji. And even then, his damage output was very similar to the resurrected 1000 Year Blood War Soifon. So a lot of people have still just been using Soifon. She's been holding it down for the Aaroniero Guild Quest for quite some time. And now you can potentially use another character. And in a way, he is actually buffing Esno. So that's actually kind of cool to see. I need to double confirm if the status element for attribute stacks with Gremmy's buff. Because if that's the case, that's going to be really good. You could use Grammy to buff Esno. And then also Yumichika to do no attack damage. And also once more buff Esno. And this particular skill is something that we have been seeing. Nana first introduced it last month, or I guess 2 weeks ago at this point, where we're getting status element damage buffs, but to an entire attribute, which I think is actually pretty good. And in this case, again, it works well with Esno, right? Because he is a speed character, likewise with Yumichika. Does he have a team boost, though? That's kind of unfortunate. That maybe does hurt him a tad bit, because ideally, when it comes to Guild Quest content, you do want to have a team booster. But I guess at the same time, you could use Yumichika, now Soifon. So Soifon, she's been out for 4 years at this point, 5 years. She still hasn't been replaced as the go-to dedicated team booster. So I guess the go-to team, what you could do is this Yumichika, you can use Soifon, and then you can use Esno. Now, one thing that is worth mentioning, we are starting to see this a bit more, which is what I did mention a month ago when we got Status Element Plus, is that we might start seeing more normal attack damage characters being able to inflict status elements. And one thing that I only recently found out, if you weren't already aware, if a character inflicts status element plus on an enemy, normal characters can still inflict their status elements. So status element plus and normal status elements work completely different from one another. So even though this character can inflict paralysis and has an increased chance to do so, which I think is actually pretty decent, it's not going to take away the chance for Esno to inflict the status element. So keep that in mind. And it goes both ways, right? If Esno inflicts weakening, Yumichika can still inflict paralysis, where at that point, he's doing what, 70% more damage. He has Flurry plus 2, he has the guard break, the extra 50% bruiser with the 35% normal attack damage, and also the long reach, which for a melee character I think is actually pretty decent. In terms of what he offers though, it's the bare standard as far as normal attack damage characters are concerned for Guild Quests. He isn't doing anything super crazy here, besides maybe that team boost, which might be maybe normal in the future. I don't know. But there aren't many normal attack damage characters with an increased status element chance, so I guess he has that going for him too. And he does have guard break if you do want to use Chef Yumichika outside of Guild Quests. Next up, we have Rin. Rin's first character in game. He's a heart super link swap. No, yeah, he's a heart super link farmer. Okay, I'm kind of down for that. So range strong attack type. All attacks can inflict drain. Soul trait is damage at full stamina plus 35%. He has the heart plus super link swap potion 10 skill, normal link swap potions 2, and also crystal and draw drop at 75%. That's quite high, is it not? Is that the highest we've seen? I'm not entirely too sure, but obviously he's just going to be a link swap farmer, a farming character in general. A mind hollow killer. Realistically, his killer doesn't really matter. And in terms of the damage output that he does have here, what are we looking at here? So frenzy plus 2, he has an increased stat and chance against every attribute, or every character in his attribute, which is good. No spiritual pressure boost here, but he does have frenzy plus 2, an 80% berserker on top of the extra 35% full stamina. It's going to be consistent damage output, assuming you are at full stamina, and that in of itself is going to be okay, right? You're going to take him into farming content, link sort trials. The content itself is relatively easy, especially if you are doing single player. So realistically, all these like damage skills don't even matter all that much. You can very easily auto single player link sort trials, and with that, the most important thing here is the plus 10 super link swap potions, the plus 5 link swap potions, and then more coin and also crystal and draw drop. So you have that going for him. He's a farming character. He's going to farm content just fine, so he does what he needs to do. I will say, though, after watching the episode, I am glad they did include Rin over Hanachiro. I feel like in a perfect world, Hanachiro would have been the third good character here. We were kind of robbed of a chef Hanachiro, I will be honest, but I am glad they chose, if they were only going to do 2 characters, they chose Rin over Hanachiro, because it is the first time he is playable in this game, even if he's not like the most exciting character. But that's the banner. So we're looking at some, finding out the other Yumichika here. I mean, it's probably like some of the better premium and seasonal characters they could do that came out like in the last year. Philippal's okay, nothing super crazy. Obviously, it's a skip. You probably won't summon on the banner for the new banner characters, so you probably won't even summon for the fillers. Fillers could be worse, could be better. It's a mid-bump banner that you're kind of meant to skip, but I mean, there's some decent characters here, to say the least, right? And it is a crown step-up format, so every 3 multis you get a guaranteed 5-star, and if you go to step 10, it's a 50% chance for either Rin or Yumichika. Alright, then, so have a look at the new characters in terms of the gameplay. I'm closing my eyes right now because I do not want to see their specials, which I'm pretty sure are on screen right now. Right, so first up we have Yumichika. Again, noteworthy here. Hold on. It is a premium background, so likely these are premium characters despite being called Valentine's units. They're not, even in game, they're not called Valentines, they're called Patissier. Hopefully I said that name right. But the banner itself is called Valentines, but the characters themselves aren't called Valentine's units. Now, Caleb, I have a little nitpick here. That is not the cake they cooked in the episode. I mean, it's similar enough, but it is a tad bit different. Okay, this is such a goofy banner, but like, I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of here for it. So again, Yumichika, Nad character. A team boost does make him a tad bit worse, I will be honest. He's fine as is. No killer plus, keep that in mind. A team boost would have been more ideal, because again, you could have used him alongside Gremmy. And you technically could still do that. But I don't know if you'd want him. I don't know if you want him, because you always want to have a team booster. Naturally looks alright. It's not going to be super crazy. He's just basically throwing out a bunch of, fruits that I don't think were present in the episode. I don't remember him doing anything with bananas. It was pretty much just strawberries. Maybe they were bananas. I don't know. But again, the filler episode was relatively funny. It's a bit heartfelt moment at certain points too. I think the funniest part was the fact that they just could not cook the cake, and Uru was forcing Chad and Renji to eat it, which was kind of funny. So yeah, just a standard normal attack damage character. I'm not seeing any like vortex type of attack, which I feel like would have been semi-decent. That hat looks super massive in the model, by the way. That looks way bigger than it's supposed to be. Maybe it is supposed to be that big. But yeah, naturally it's just a bunch of fruit. SA1? SA1 being like a vacuum-like attack could be actually pretty decent for inflicting the Star Element, where he then does 70% more damage, so that's not too bad. And I guess, to be fair, if you aren't using Esno in Gyokush and you are still using Swimsuit Bambietta, you know, Bambietta can inflict paralysis herself, so even if this character doesn't get the status proc, Bambietta will still get it, and that way he can still do more of his damage. His SA3 is a somewhat lunge forward. That might work in his favor. It's quite the short attack. So that works out in his, that'll be good for him. Nice, he does a little pose. He's chopping the... he chopped too many. That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. I like that. So this is the part where he was chopping the strawberries too small. And he made the cake. I'm sure Rin's going to have a similar end pose to that. That's right. You know, no one's expecting anything super crazy from these characters. I'm taking it as it is. But Rin is in Brave Souls. Let's go, baby. Does Rin even have fans? Like, I know I named my channel after Aaroniero, but at least he did a Sparta, right? Does Rin have anyone? Surely not. Matter of fact, did many people even know this character had a name? And for those that aren't aware, by the way, he is from Mayuri's squad. Right, so let's see his attacks. So it's gonna be very similar, animation-wise, just a bunch of foods.
Plus, as the first mind attribute character with
so here's the plus 10 links of potion. Not through a skill, by the way. Important to know. As the fruits, right. So Rin was like super obsessed with cakes. So I guess it makes sense him having all the cake. Although I think that's actually kind of cool. I think his SA3 there is someone's a massive cake that he takes a bite out of. Because that's what he was doing in the episode. Just eating all the foods. I actually like the nat string. I'm glad they had the milk whisking. Is that SA2 or 3? It looks kind of cool.
This combination allows him to deal high damage consistently.
Yeah, so he takes a bite out of the cake for his SA2. That's kind of funny.
Finally, Rin can breeze through quests.
He can breeze through quests? I'm going to take your word on that, Oliver. Yes, ironically, I like his nat string. It doesn't look too bad. He's just swinging milk at you, basically. No, if that is milk, it should be, right? Right now, I'm kind of just wondering how Rin's voice actor maybe would have reacted getting contacted by Caleb. It's like, you want me in Brave Souls? After like 9 years? Really? I did the filler episode? That we voiced over like 20 years ago? Yeah, I like the SA3. Alright, let's see the special. Lava cake. Stop eating the cake. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I kind of like it. So there you go. That's our mid-month banner. Our Valentine's banner for the month. Again, not what anyone was expecting unless you did see the leaks yesterday. But the banner itself, like I did mention, is coming out on the 17th, so it is here in a few days' time. That's why it was announced earlier. We actually should have known that. We should probably pay more attention to the end date for the end of month point events, because that's when it indicates when the banner is getting announced, the next banner. I'm assuming they're announcing it a few days earlier because this month only has 28 days, right? But yeah, in general, I'm a fan of this banner. It's like I'm super excited for it, but like I can't really hate on it. It's something fun. It's goofy. I want to see more stuff like this for mid-month instead of getting the usual, you know, 10th remake of a Soul Society Tosha or something like that, you know? Like I said, it's a bold choice because Caleb definitely could have just done females in seasonal outfits. Valentine's Yoruichi would have got a lot more money than this, I will be honest. But I think after 10 years, still getting new stuff like this that we haven't had in game, I think is kind of cool. Especially a new character like Rin. Again, he's not the most popular character, but it is cool to see new faces in Brave Souls. Especially ones that aren't Quincy's, because we know Quincy's are coming to the game eventually. New face Quincy's that aren't in game just yet. They're bound to come. But Rin, this might be his only character in game. In terms of what the characters offer, Yumishika's going to be good in guild quests. Rin's going to be a good farmer. If you need them, maybe you get them later on, because again, from the looks of it, we'll get the official confirmation on the 17th. These are premium characters, so there's that. As far as the next banner is concerned, I mean, we'll find out like in a week or two when that maybe gets leaked. I'm expecting 1,000 Blood War, but at this point, since this is a premium banner, maybe we are going to get another society banner with the 3 females, because I do find it a bit odd that Caleb didn't give us a female seasonal banner, which has basically been the standard for the last 9 years in the month of January. Likely we are going to get another 1,000 Blood War banner at the end of the month, but if they want to take a break from 1,000 Blood War and give us a seasonal banner again with females, then I'll be down for it, and maybe I'll be more accepting of this banner just being, you know, premium male characters. But there you go. That's the banner. Let me know what you'd like to think about it in the comments below. I'm not allowing any Rin slander, but I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.